The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Houston Texans. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Houston.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Second and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Buying time to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over
at their own 34-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at the 34. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Fighting through pressure. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Texans nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control a game with his running.
And that'll be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. 3rd down here.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Forced out to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now from the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Texans.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. To throw is Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Kyle Fuller. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Operating from the gun. Watson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and then they take it downfield and punch it in on you. That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Here's Trubisky. That's caught at the 3. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
His kick is
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Bears 14, Texans 7. Cairo Santos set to
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't good. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
The 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now Trubisky. That's caught at the 2. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
No gain on the play.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Caught left side by Cobb. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Texans.
Running from the gun, Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball carrier. Eddie Jackson brought him down.
From the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Watson dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by Robert Quinn.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage is excellent downfield.
He finds his target, Fuller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Texans 15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back now at Soldier Field. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Bears 36. Texans.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
On the play. And the Texans 1st down.
From the gun, here's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 69 yards. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just does the quarterback run it, does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at their own 26. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. From the shotgun is Trubisky, forced out to his left. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Houston.
Watson looks to throw again. And he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Bears.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And Graham's got it over the middle. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He'll find Miller. That's complete.
Trubisky's
A gain of 6 there on first.
Miller pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Eddie Goldman on the tackle, a huge man, hard to move out of the way. He's in his 6th year with the Bears out of Florida State.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Roquan Smith. Watson's pass Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.